Okay, back again. New day. My thermometers. Okay. New day and more things to do on these computers. I'm going to go ahead and get my install script up and running. Finished it yesterday. I'll kind of look it over first, make sure I can't see any mistakes, obvious ones. And my IBM server that I set up as a server with Fedora 23 has been. I didn't listen back yet, but I tried to get the noise on the lapel mic. It's making a noise and it comes and goes, and it doesn't sound like a fan to me. It sounds like a hard drive, so it's worrying me. The hard drive may be going to quit. But and it was really doing it a lot this morning while I was getting around and getting going here, and so I'm going to check it out. But I'll probably get this install script running, and it'll take an hour or two to finish. And then I'll probably stop this video and then start another one just for that. It make probably more sense to do it that way. So, and I want to check on the virus scan. Well, I'll go ahead and do it now. I'll probably forget if I don't do it now. Long stick. I've already checked on it once this morning, but I had, I wanted to do it on the video. So, yeah, let me make sure my audio's all good and everything. Okay. Now, here's the ASRock running the Clam AV scan in Fedora 23 Live Security, and it doesn't come with Clam AV. You got to install it, but you can do it pretty easily. Just open up DNF and install. Look for Clam KLAMAV, so you get the graphic user interface that you're looking at right here. And it'll automatically install the Clam AV backends, the terminal apps and everything. CLAMAV is if you could see that, you'd see it right there at the top. It says Clam AV using Clam AV. But if you run into Bane, there's a graphic there. From what I remember, Clam AV is not available. I mean the KLAMAV, but there is one. I already forgot the name. There's another one, Clam TK. Yeah, Clam TK, and I think it's CLAM TK. And then the real actual virus scanning program, this software, is CLAM AV. And it's only a terminal app, though, a command line app. CLI, however you want to say it. But anyway, it's still scanning away. And, I was going to look and see. Friday, June 29th at 12:04 p.m. is when I started it. Let's see. So it is 29, 30. Well, I don't know. This is the 1st of July. I didn't realize that. Okay. What? 29th. That was Tuesday. 30, 31, and then the 1st. So that's 1, 2, 3 days. 1, 2, 3 nights so far. I knew it was going to take a while. Oh, man. I've kind of been so wrapped around everything else I'm doing, I kind of lost track of how long that thing had been running. And luckily, it hasn't been really bothering me. It's got 183 viruses or problems found, suspected problems so far. And I can see there's going to be 20 or more already that I'm going to delete. So that's on my Seagate backup drive. Well, and this Fedora 27 system that's on this machine, which is going to be reformatted, but, if I'm already using it to scan with, I might as well scan it, because I'm kind of using it back and forth. I've been using it for a backup stream for OB, when I'm doing my streams and stuff. So, and it was acting up, and when I would leave it on the camera for a while, like 20, 30 minutes, it would lock up OBS Studio. It would just turn this white, what like apps do a lot when they don't have enough memory or something to run them. They would go white screen or beige screen, and then nothing would respond. The machine wasn't locked up. I could do anything else I wanted to do on the machine, but that application was locked up. And I hadn't had that. Well, I don't leave it. I do know that, like on my Lenovo i5, that it's a quad core with 4 gig of RAM, and the ASRock is 8 core with 8 gig of RAM. It should have no trouble, I would think. But there's something about running a VLC stream. That's what I'm bringing in from these cameras is a VLC, Video LAN is the name of the app, through IP webcam. I use it because it just does it all for you. And I don't know if you can do it in Android on the phone. So I'm using the phone's cameras. I used to do VLC streams a lot back years ago, and that's how I made a lot of my videos. I would save it to a file, you know. You can save it to a file, or you can stream over the internet, or you can do both. But the more you do, you know, the more resources it uses. Now we've got a piece of cuticle sticking up. All right, so I'm going to get on the desktop and get over here in my file manager. Excuse me. I have just got going. So actually, I'm thinking a little straighter than some days. Hopefully, wasn't when I first got up. I went to bed I stayed up too late last night. Went to bed at midnight, but I woke up at 7:30. So, and I'm trying to hurry because I want to take. I'm probably going to want to take. I'm pretty sure I want to take that IBM outside and blow it out. And it's, you know, it was 102 yesterday in the afternoon, so I definitely want to get out there as early as I can. It's 10:35 now. So, but I wanted to get this going because I wanted to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, you know, and get this going and let it work while I worked on that. So, let's see. We want to open up this script first, so I'm going to say open with kwrite. It opened up so fast I didn't get to move it. I don't like having stuff in the same window. Sometimes you actually, you know, when you accidentally click on the wrong thing or something. So anyway, here's the script that I believe is finished, or it's the way I want it for now. You know, I can always change it again later to add or not add more things. I just remembered something. Case sysguard. Let's see. I don't know. I want case sysguard, and I'm not sure if I'm going to get it. I don't have anything that says sysguard in it. I'm not sure if that's exactly how you I want it really bad, so much as that's gonna, I can figure it out later. If it doesn't come in with any of these groups, then I'll take the time to go open up DNF and search for it. Oh, I was in the search. I was like, I hit my arrow keys, and somehow it changed. How did it change to ARM tools though? There's some automatic things in this search. Oh, I see. It's just like in the terminal, system tools. It's paging through my last searches when I hit the arrow keys. That's actually pretty neat if you can remember how to use that. Yeah, okay. It goes through everything I was doing yesterday. I don't know, maybe it probably saves it for quite a while, but not forever. Pretty cool. Except for it freaks me out because I'm not expecting it. Okay, hit escape and get out of that search. That's why I always get out of that search because it does things. I knew it did things that I really didn't bother to learn what was going on. But if it doesn't get installed, then I'll add it to this little short list here. I used to have a longer list than that. I should have went and looked at some of my older scripts because I know I have a lot longer list of more stuff that I definitely want. But if I don't get some of the things I want in these groups, then after since 2005, after all these years of finding apps I like and stuff, they're just kind of all over the place, you know. So they may be in the groups, they may not. But so I'm going to do I'm just going to look through. I'm not going to read them all off, but page down through them and see if I see anything that looks like a mistake. I'm not going to worry about if I skipped. I went through this with a fine-tooth comb, so if I realize there's a group I missed, I'll add it later and run it again, run the script again. I just want to see if there's any obvious mistakes, because really cool about kwrite, the app I'm using, see how it highlights things in colors. And if you're typing in there and it, I'll just go up there and do it, I guess. Okay, so if you don't have your, it knows that you're making a script, And if you don't have that, and it shows that, I guess what it's showing you that all belongs together, that all that red, in your script. And of course, that's not what I want. So where's my italics? I always get those words. Italics. Oh, italics. That's a different font. That's a different font, of course. I've been saying that over and over, and I knew that was wrong. Parenthesis. No, not parentheses. Quotation mark. There. Put my quotation mark back in. Put it in quotation marks, and then I knew there was something wrong yesterday. I kept saying italics. I knew that was wrong, but I couldn't get it in my head what was going on. So anyway, that really helped me, and not, hopefully I didn't make any mistakes because of that right there. And I see it makes it easier to see. Okay, DNF is blue. It just happens to come up that way. It's all the defaults. And I did put the Y for yes to everything group install in front of it instead of after it like it was on the website I saw. But see, this is the way I learned to do it, DNF Y install. So I figured DNF Y group install ought to be good too. And I tested it, and it seemed to not matter. So I want it this way because I could just copy and paste it. Less typing, less room for errors. So audio production. I'm just gonna. I'm kind of skimming them with my eyes as best I can as I go through, but I don't want to wait. Like I said, I want to get going. I don't want to work on that IBM, but I'm gonna have to because I remember it making those noises on and off for a while. So I think it's doing it a lot now, like all day. So I'm worried that hard drive is just going to quit, and then my server will be completely down. So I probably need to back up all my website files. I have them backed up, but I think since my backup drive is being scanned for viruses, I think I'll back them up again onto this new machine here. I got room, about 3 gigabytes of my website stuff. And then if I have to reformat and put another hard drive and reformat, or even get another one of the old machines out of the garage, in some ways it would be, I could leave it running and get one of the old machines, but I think maybe, I was thinking about them, I think they're all too loud and maybe make too much heat. This one's quiet and it doesn't make much heat. Okay, back to the script. Oh yeah, publishing, authoring. Well, I got that up above there, I'm pretty sure. So it's stuff. Some of this stuff is in here more than once because of the way I ran the commands, searching for groups. Because I was following an article, and I was just kind of skimming it because I didn't want to read it in because I was making a video, and I can't read out loud good, so I was skimming it. And so I ended up running pretty much every command in the article, but some of them were just informational. They didn't actually help me to. Well, they did help me to build my script a lot, but I didn't need them in here. But that's okay. But as you can see, like a lot of that's all duplicate stuff or just stuff I didn't want. And then as you get on down, though, there's a few more, So, well, actually, that was it. That was the last of it. These are commands where, I was seeing what is in this group, and that was just examples, just learning. I ended up using that command a lot to build this. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna hit save again just to make sure. Okay, so and it's name.sh, and that's what tells the machine it's a script. And you do have to, like in Crusader, you can click and go to properties and click on it as executable, which I forgot to do the first time I tried to run it, and it wouldn't run. And now I have, since I already ran it once and got some of my basic, I did forget what I did, but I just did like a couple of groups and some of my hand type stuff. And that was enough to get me some of the things I was missing in Crusader. So now I can go, still need to set up my little buttons the way I want them, but you can go to Tools and say Start Terminal here. That wasn't working. So, whoops, I'm trying to drag that. This is the way I like to do it a lot. And then whenever I want to make it full screen, I can just hit it like that. So so here's what I want to do then. Right click, properties, select all so I can get that name and copy it. Then I cancel it so I don't accidentally mess that up. And you got to get root privileges, so I like to do sudo, get full root privileges. Can't talk today. If you just do sudo, do su instead of sudo for super user, you have su, you'll get full root privileges. Let me type my password. Sometimes I have seen where I got hung up and couldn't do what I needed to do because of using sudo. So they always tell you to do that in all the articles. But actually, I didn't learn that way. I learned using su, and I like it better. So anyway, you put period / or dot / paste in, right-click, paste in your file name, and hit enter. And we should be on our way. There we go. Now I'm going to make it full screen. Okay, now it asks me, it says, do I want to do this? I think this is on the updates. Yeah, because it came up and there was like 26 updates or something, or 16 updates. So that was the first thing, DNF update. And there is an error up there on line 1. It says, bin bash, no such file or directory, but it didn't used to do that. I've been using this script for years, but it started doing that in the newer versions, but I don't know why, and it doesn't. If you take it out, then your script's not a script. It won't work, and if you leave it in there, it works, but you get that little error. So I don't understand that, but I kind of tried to figure it out yesterday, but I didn't really understand it. I have bin bash is there. I looked, and bin bash is there. The file bash is actually the bash shell, I believe. So it's there. So anyway, and you can run, you got lots of different, there's bash terminals, bash shell, bash terminal, that'd be synonyms from what I understand. And there's a lot of terminal apps. I'm using console right now. Oh, this is going to be really, really long, and I want to save all this. Well, it's not the end of the world. I like to save all my output. Console, you can hit file save output as, but it doesn't. It only allows so many characters to stay in the window, and then it will just delete them, and so you won't see the beginning of all this. But I really did want to do that because then I can see all of what happened, what worked and what didn't work. But I'm right here at the update section. That's what it looks like. It doesn't say DNF update. It doesn't tell you what's happening, but that's the very first command, so it's got to be it. It was throwing me off yesterday, and it's saying all the different things. VM that I put in there yesterday. Kernel. Oh, the kernel's getting an update. Updates, and every single one of them is from the update. So this is my updates. But this is a lot easier, but when you're running a really long script like this, I really do want all that information saved. And it'll be gone. It won't even be in the window anymore. You can't just right-click and save it because it just drops off. As it gets to so many characters in the window, it drops off the ones from the beginning. And I'm not sure how far, but I imagine it's going to be I'll have a lot more than it would hold. Probably would tell you if you read up on it. But so I don't think it'll hurt anything. I'm going to do a screenshot just so I'll know what I've been doing here. I'm not going to hit no because that would just skip the updates and move on to the next part of the script. I'm going to close this one and open up the other terminal. As much as I hate to have to hand type in there, get my way in there, I did it yesterday. So let's open up the mate terminal. That's the only two I have on here right now. And I'll do it the same way. Now, because I was doing it with a lot of stuff, now I got to get into that directory, not DC, CD. They have really messed this up. Instead of showing you what it really looks like, they've got it all like iconized or something. I want to see the actual, what it really looks like, which is going to be, let's see, it threw me off. I was like, is home capital? And let me see. Generally, well, I figured out yesterday. I don't do this often enough to remember. See, if it's capital, you do need that. Okay, that worked. Okay, but you don't actually have to type in the forward slashes always. Sometimes they're important though. So I guess that's why I'm in the habit of doing it. But since no, oh, it's not. Oh, I didn't do that command in there. But what I can do. Oh no, that's not what I want. So it doesn't have. Let's see if it has that. When I had to type that in there. There it is. There's my directory. Now I won't type in the. So it works. So you don't have to type in the forward slashes if you're just CD into another directory. Okay. Now I'll do this out of the. Whoops. Hit the wrong keys. Do this out of my. So dot / the file name that I want to run. And it gets that same little error, but then it should just go right on by after that. Okay, same thing. So I'm going to say yes. Now there should be at the beginning. It's not so bad, but but I don't even want my updates to ask me. I just want to do them. So I might need to put like DNFY update in there. I'm going to have to look and see if that'd be proper. I could just try it, but I'll try that the next time I do an update, like manually, see if it works. Sometimes, that stuff carries over to different types of commands. Sometimes it doesn't. It's really complicated stuff. Some of it's kind of simple and logical, but some of it's not. So now we're doing our updates, and I'll go ahead and let these, unless they take too long. It's going to say, jumping over to the IBM, but that's the thing. I don't want to lose some of the stuff that might be actually interesting in this video. So maybe I'll jump back and forth in the same video. I kept going back and forth in my brain which one I thought would be best. But of course, sitting here watching the terminal for an hour or two, you're not going to want nobody. I don't want to do that. But I also kind of like having it on the video, on the other hand, so I can just click through it and review it real quick. That's kind of because when I'm talking, I know I can hear myself telling myself what was going on. But if I'm reading it, then I have to try and remember what was going on. And plus, I'm trying to read through a long list of commands. So I'll let it run. I'm thinking I'll let it run through the update. Before and see if the first group install is going to look like it's going to work okay. And if it looks good with no errors, then because even if I leave it in the same video, I'll be over there doing something else and I won't even notice what's going on, and I won't be able to see because I'm to switch to a camera if I'm going to show what I'm doing over there. So it's 50 of them. Let's see. Yeah, okay. It's at the last one. Looks like it says 50 of 50 on the bottom, on the far right. It shows them the number of which one is which. Yeah, I see the kernel update, but of course that's about the only update. Well, there's a few, but that's one of the main updates that really don't get completely installed till you reboot. Or they didn't used to. They could have updated all that by now, but no, they don't. I don't think so. But I mean, it's just fine. You can reboot whenever. You can reboot right now after it was done, or of course not in the middle of this script, but you could reboot to today, tomorrow, a week from now. It would just update when you reboot. But I don't know what those scriptlets are. I guess there's scriptlets that are part of the DNF system for Yum. I think I remember seeing that back in Yum. That's installing this stuff, doing the work. And when I go to doing other things, I think I will get off in another window so that I can't. Well, I'll be getting an OBS window so that I can switch. That's right. So I can switch cameras and stuff. starting to think that I'm going to let this run, keep the same video. I kind of wanted to have, a video just about the IBM, but really this is going to make it I think it'll make it too hard for me to see. I can always just click right back on desktop and show what's going on with this. So I'd be like schizophrenic, just jumping back and forth, but oh well. Now what? Okay, so that was verifying them. Yeah, and I mean, a lot of people never seen updates. Okay, it's complete. And so it goes right on to the next thing. Let's see. It's going to go by pretty fast. I didn't see anything about group, but yeah, okay, dial-up networking support. That's in one of the groups. Watch it go really, really fast. Now, it didn't ask me so far. That's the other thing. I need to know if it's going to say if my my /y install is in the right place, and it'll work. I think it will. But installing 1,023 packages. That must have been every one of my group installs. It must have went through them all because, one of them would have been 10 packages, like that dial-up networking. I looked it up to see what was in it, and it was like 10 or 15 packages. So that's all of the groups. It's been through all the groups. And now it's going to, get to work. 1,023 packages. Yeah, so now it's going to get to work installing them. First it'll download them. So it's that many. It may take a little while to give us any readout. But I think maybe I can page back up. Oh, it won't even let me page back up. Okay. Oh, it finally did. Well, let's go on back down there. Well, no, okay. It was kind of working hard, I guess. See, look at all those packages that they put in the list to be installed. Okay, yeah. See that? Now that's the old way you used to do your command to do a group install with the ampersand in front of it, and then just no quotation marks. But that got to where it wasn't working always. So the way that I did it does work. I'll just obviously. It's okay. So just like I thought, all the groups. Now there's some that there's no match for certain packages. I don't know what's going to happen with that. Some of these, I would think you wouldn't get a lot of that. There's not a lot, but it's looking for all the packages in those groups. Let's go on back down and see if it's still waiting. Oh, so it skipped some stuff. See, I didn't get to see the latest output because I was up there fiddling around looking at other stuff, but it skipped some things. 978 megabytes, and it's skipping a lot of stuff. Oh, already downloaded. Already there. Okay, yeah. I was going, man, is there really that many things that are listed in the Fedora group but no longer available? That's what I was concerned about. But, yeah, all this stuff is already on the system, so that's fine. Okay. Waiting for process with PID 5987 to finish. Okay, well, I don't know what that is. I could go find out in my... Especially if I had that app that I like so much, you could just look up PID, 5987. To try to find it in that other one would be really hard. And I don't want to open up. You can look for... There's a command to search for PID and the number, and it'll tell you what it is and everything, but I'd have to open up another terminal, and I don't really want to... I don't want to risk messing this one up by fiddling around too much. I can make mistakes pretty easy, especially in the terminal. 5987. I kind of want to go look, but it'll probably be done while I'm doing it. Yeah, I've never seen this long of a... well, yes, I have. It's just been so long. Well, when did I do it last? Fedora 23. It's been a couple of... So, how many years has it been since I last built and ran one of these? Well, I ran one in Fedora. I built one and ran it in Fedora 26. That's the last time when I was building up a Fedora 26 system. So, 5987. I'm so curious. So I don't have any other, unless they got installed already, but I don't believe so. Oh, this thing is working really hard. There we go. So I'm not going to open it because this thing uses up a lot of resources. Oh, there's more than one now. It's already got, I guess that came in with something I installed yesterday, regular task manager. That I think is XFCE task manager. I'll try it because I think it's lighter weight. Well, I don't know. See, I'm running DNF to install stuff, and yeah, I think that's the, and I'm running, OBS Studio. So PID 5987. Let's see if we can. It didn't work. Let's see. This seems to be really spread out. Put it by CPU. See what's working it the hardest. Oh, that's my script. No, that's my video. Okay. And how did that get stuck over there like that? Didn't work. It won't do that. So you could drag it over, but you won't help yourself any. It won't let you do that. Okay, well, oops. I've got it all out of whack now. See, there's PIDs right there. And the size, I want to bring this over. I thought there was some more over there that I couldn't see, but evidently not. You can add more stuff. For instance, memory is not in there. Yeah, I don't think the machine, I can't add memory into the list right now, but I will next time. Oh, that's a different thing. Oh, here we go, PID. I don't want all of them, because some of them I don't even know what they are. Where's the memory? Memory's not in there? RAM, memory, anyone? Do not see it. Doesn't make sense. I guess that's why I never use this one. But I can go, let's see, 5987. Maybe I can find it. It's probably done by now. 5987. I don't see 5987. I just hope it ain't hung up. That's the thing. 35, 12. I'm not good at looking through lists. That's why I tried to do the search. Maybe I'm reading that wrong. I do that all the time. 5987. I'll just, can I copy it? Yeah. Surely everything's okay, I hope. Unless, of course, that right there was causing the trouble, but being still running. That is a problem. Well, it ran those updates, though. It didn't hang up, so I could close that. It's not even in the list. Yeah, it wouldn't have already, well, it could have. I don't understand why it's saying waiting for 5987, but it's not. Check for updates. Really, the best thing to do is leave it alone most of the time, because you start messing with it. Then I'm really going to go ahead, because I don't. That's the only clue I got of anything that could be. That's just a Dragora GUI updater. Now, if it just pretty quickly starts running again, we'll know that was it. But yeah, and the server's not making all that noise right now. I wanted to check on it while it was making the noise. Get to, really get after it and try to narrow down if it's the fan or the what it is. Okay, let's go over here and say show all processes. I don't see any more stuff. Well, let me redo that. But it does not show I don't see any extra stuff showing. Maybe if I close it and open it back up. I didn't pay attention to how much actual. It may just be there's so much to be done. You know, that may be the I've never seen process ID given out in the terminal and it not show up in one of those GUI apps that it's running. That's the thing. But I don't use that one a lot because, well, I guess because it doesn't show your memory. The mate system monitor, I can't search in it, and it also uses a lot of resources. This one is pretty light on the resources. So, and now it's lined out better again, like I'm not messed up. Okay, show all processes. State. Only thing I can imagine is if it was a PP ID, actually. Nope. I don't really know what PP ID. You know, I've read it before, I'm sure, but I don't remember. So I'll leave it out. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, and it has a graph up there for CPU. Let's see. It's not done by CPU right now. Yeah, it's not bad though. 24, 27%, so on, 25. That's normal. So I'm not having a lot of trouble. And the terminal, the next thing, you know, there's nothing else like. But you need to see what your RAM is doing though. So the next thing that would be causing trouble would be over too much RAM being used. I'm gonna close it again just to not be using up. Oh, I thought it said it was finished. I think that it's okay, but I'm not sure. But I'm just not going to stop it or anything. I'm going to wait for however long. Oops. You know, I want to open that one up to see if I could find it in there. But I'm a little worried about giving it to. This does really amazingly, like use 8, 10%, 15% of the CPU. When you open it up. And the whole time it's running, it really never gets to be like 6 or 8. So no. All right, so I guess I'll just, I guess what I'll do is let it sit there and go to checking on the IBM and check back in on it every so often. So I will just keep it one video for everything. I mean, I'm rolling. Everything's set up. So kind of wanted to make the IBM its own video, separate subject, you know. Okay, let's see. Leave that like it is. Get over here in the, right now I'll get right there. Yeah, I'll get on my camera 1. Is it going to work? It's not coming in. There it is. And I'll aim it at the IBM, and I'll get on my lapel mic, and I was seeing black over there on my preview, and I was like, why am I seeing black? Oh, because it did that for a long time. I would say that the machine is not, it's, you know about what it can do, you know, but I think it'll probably be all right. I'll just have to keep monitoring my stream. The only thing I can do to make it better is just completely quit streaming. Okay. Wireless mic. We'll get on the. I guess I'll be patient for it to come in. I see. I guess I'll be patient for it to come in. I see it. I haven't seen it yet. It was just wasn't in my view. There it is. It just wasn't in my view. Okay. And oh yeah, different scenes is in a different place. They have some scenes have more things in them. So, and I could make it to where I could see it all by raising up. Was shrinking in my preview, and then I don't want to do that. So, but it does throw me off because it's different. I used to see pretty much all of my. I used to be able to see pretty much all of my. Blank. Pretty much all of my scene stuff, you know, my audio for my scenes, but also had the preview shrunk. So, and since I use my USB endoscope a lot, I need the preview to be big, and then I never remember to try. Well, I couldn't change it during the video. It would make OBS use up all the RAM. So, Okay, let's aim this camera. Yeah, I'll have to leave my preview going. I might move the other one, the one that's on the monitor. I probably will. That was my plan, but I wasn't going to do it in the middle of my video. Okay, so the IBM, this thing's not plugged in. It would have ran out of juice. So here's the top of the IBM and my routers and everything. There we go. Yeah, that would have, the battery would have ran down. Glad I noticed that. Okay, so there's two of my routers. My D-Link's over to the left of those. So, okay, I'm going to take this lapel and stick it close to the machine. Actually, I'm going to use the metal clip on it, touch it to the machine. That'd be just like putting a screwdriver to your ear. Should be. If you ever done that, like a stethoscope. Now that was at the front. Let's go on towards the back. Can't reach to the back very well unless I take my little bag off that's holding the phone and everything. I may have to. I don't think it's the fan. I think it's the hard drive. And it's not doing it very bad at all right now, but I can hear it. It's kind of telltale. Right now it just kind of sounds like it's kind of like it's being read a lot, but not really. I mean, I know the sounds of it. It's just like your car, you know, if you drove it every day. That server's been running for probably 3 years right there, so I hear it. When it does make a noise that I can hear, I hear it, you know, so I know what it's, and like when it's running, I have it set to run Rootkit Scan app I think it's every morning at 4 a.m., and I've heard it plenty of times. I've been up and working, you know, on the computer. And I was thinking I would take the door off. I could take the front off and get to, well, actually it's kind of cool in a way, except for I never end up needing to use it. But you can take the front off, this part from right here, you know, all the plastic, and you can actually, there's a swing out hard drive slot, and you can add and take away a hard drive without opening up the case, the rest of the case. There's a, oh, it's on the back. There's a switch on the back to get this to come loose, but that wouldn't help me other than listening to it. You know what? But the hard drive is in the caddy right behind that area. I think I will before I take the side off. It might be better. It can be a pain to put back sometimes, but it's usually not too bad. Guess I better move a couple of things here. And I better not put them up there. They'll just end up. Got a lot of stuff everywhere. And actually, I moved some stuff already. Stuff that normally sits on top of here. Push it. There we go. See, it opens really easy. Gonna be lots of dust. See, I was figuring it really needs cleaning anyway. But I also don't want to do it if I really don't have to. Let's see. Yeah, that thing there is covered, and the front's all caked up with dust. So let's get the other. See, it's not doing it very bad now. Oh, there's the hard drive right there. So it's not doing it right now, so I'm gonna get the other camera moved. And I was going to move that the other one. I started to, and then I started not to. Trying to figure out what to do here. Okay. I'm taller than that. I'm taller than that. Okay. You want to stay? Depends on where you're standing, doesn't it? Yeah. I'm not taller than that. I should have looked at the roof line on the house. There we go. Now, okay, so I'll take this one and move it. I thought I would show it rather than just have a view of the box while I was doing it. And I was gonna put this over here. If I pull that box out, then I'll want it. No, I want it behind that table, but if I put it where I normally do, I won't even be able to get a shot worth doodly. Actually, where it's at is almost, I guess where I don't have to move the whole thing, I'll just re-aim it. Okay. It's aiming at the monitor, so I was like, what's going on there? Okay. Actually, I may just turn it a little bit, and I can always zoom out a little bit if I need to. Yeah. I was trying to make it more complicated than it needed to be. Okay. And I can, if I want to use that other one again, I'll put it back on there. Okay, so there it is, but it's all set for the monitor, so it's all darkened down and everything. So I got to get in here in the web browser, and can't see it, can't you? Actually, since it's halfway on the browser, maybe I should leave it like that. Yeah, all the web browsers are taking forever to open up. Oh, I forgot what all I'm doing. It's still waiting on that process. I'm going to just go ahead and close the web browser because I forgot that I really don't have power to spare. It'll start making my stream drop frames or audio or whatever if I keep doing all that. All right. Yeah, that's the best thing to do. Okay, so the I figured out I can just kind of turn my little camera bag different ways, and I can. So here's the hard drive. I can't really tell. I mean, it's not doing the loud noise right now. There's a vent there, so that would get sound, you know, from the inside the box. Of course, there's a giant hole right above that hard drive where there could be another hard drive. And below the this is a hard drive, and then below it is where you can put another one. It goes in like that. It's pretty cool. It's got a little plastic caddy that you screw onto the hard drive, and you can just snap it in and out. It's kind of like hot swappable, but this is not a hot swappable machine as far as I know. It just has regular Molex. I mean, I don't remember all the details about it, but I never saw anything saying that it was hot swappable, but it's a there's the sticker. It's a IBM can't get it right where I can see. Okay, on the sticker it says MT-M8085C9U. That's what it is, and then the serial number. You know, it was a desktop, like kind of meant to be, I think, in the well, not necessarily, I don't know. I guess it was considered an enterprise desktop, business desktop. The good thing about it is it was given to me, you know, after it was old and everything. Of course, it run fine. I don't remember. I guess it had XP on it or something, and it was infected or whatever. But it runs great for, like I said, it's been running at least 3 years. As my server, I had Fedora 21 on it at first, I think, and then I went, graduated on up to 23. Has a, I think it's just a CD drive, and CD readable, yeah. And it has, and that's the way I got it, and it has only, I remember it only has one fan, the one, let's see, I think it only had the power supply fan. Actually, the vents on the, I can see the vents in the power supply. They're not full of dust like the front of it is. It needs cleaning bad, though. Oh, I can see in there is no case fan. I was thinking I put one in it, but I didn't. I think I just thought, well, if it doesn't get hot, I won't put one in it because those case fans are usually really loud unless you pay a lot of money for a quiet one. Okay, the hard drive's not hot in the least. It's really got good ventilation because it's got a hole there. Of course, if you pop out, it actually helps with ventilation when you pop out the blanks. A lot of times they usually come with a piece of sheet metal that you can pop out, and I don't know if they were already popped out or I popped them out, but yeah, it's not even warm. So it's got good ventilation, even though it's dusty as all get out. It's doing fine. The last time I cleaned it out, I just left it in place and vacuumed it because it's a lot of crap to get it out, and I wasn't feeling good. But it needs to be taken outside and blown out. I think I hear that noise louder again. But it definitely doesn't sound like a hard drive. I mean, fan noise. So I'm just putting the metal clip of the. If you hear it, I know it's going to change tone. I can't hear it, while I'm recording it. It should give you mostly the noise of the drive or wherever I'm touching it. I always want to blow. I want to blow the dust off the mic because that's what I always do, because those wind guards are always collecting dust. But I don't want to do it while it's live. Yeah, I hear noise pretty good now. I still can't tell. Let me try this. Let's try this. I've been thinking about trying it anyway. Or should I just use, I was thinking I'd grab a screwdriver and listen to that. But I could do it by turning on, I don't know what it'll do to my recording. Oh, it's working. Okay, let's get back and kind of catch up on here. Okay, back. I always wear it off to the left side, and it's in my lap because I was trying to get more length for my cable. Okay, we're back on this. I'm 58 and back on the desktop. It's installing. So I don't know when it got done, but it's been working pretty fast. It's on 193 of 319. Let's see if we can page up there to where it was. Okay, there's the groups and all the apps in the list that it was going to install. Okay, and then I guess I don't see the deal where it says it's waiting, downloading. I guess it was where it was waiting was up further. There's so much in there. But it's already downloaded everything, and now it's installing everything. So that's what that, even though I don't know why, I didn't know that there was PIDs, process IDs that we could running that wouldn't show up in those apps. Maybe it would show up in the one that I use all the time. I don't have it yet, the cases card. Well, I don't know. I can't find that spot where it said. I was just trying to, get it in my head what happened next and everything. But I can look. This since I've got everything should still be in here. It shouldn't drop anything off. And yeah, see the very first command is still there. So I'll be able to, copy and paste this into a document and go through it and find out, because I want to, you know, it helps me to learn how everything works and how my scripts are working and all that stuff. So I'm going to go back to the camera because that thing's getting louder now. So let's go to Cam Stream 2 and switch to wireless mic,
or both mics.
Okay.
Whoops, hit the wrong thing. Okay, wireless mic. Yes, wireless mic. Okay, let's get right over there. Yeah, it's pretty loud now. Okay, now I'm by the hard drive. Go ahead and do like I said and put the clip on it. Down there, see how different it is on the intake vent. Maybe the hard drive. Okay, let me grab my screwdriver and listen to it, and then if it makes me think it's the hard drive, I might actually try to do it on the mic, you know. There's a way I can turn on so that I could hear it. I mean, I could use it, the mic is a stethoscope, basically. But I'm not sure what it would say. I think it might double and triple up the audio in the recording. One time I did that, and that's what happened. Let's see, so. Oh, it doesn't sound like it's the one making the noise to me. It's just a steady hum. Well, let me put my mic back there towards the back again. I'll switch cameras. Okay, so back here in the back. Whoops, I was actually in probably the perfect place. So I'm going to try to get the mic back there. If nothing else, I could review the video and figure it out. I guess it's going to have to come out. Quit. No, it's still doing it. I just never heard a fan sound like that. So let me try what I was thinking about. Let's see, how do you do it? I think you click on, click on the gears. Let's see, advanced properties. Okay, monitors on and off. Yeah. Oh, accidentally grabbing my. You probably saw that. I was accidentally dragging my camera over, and I didn't get the edge of the advanced properties. I got the edge of my picture. I think I still messed it up. Dang it. Well, I can see it in my preview over there. Yes, it did mess it up. I wonder if I can lock preview. I should have done that, huh? Oh, there's somewhere you can tell it to center it, but it's highlighted and it's dragging it. So, but I think the way I set them all up was by just by looking at them. So, yeah, that should be all right. It will move back at some. I see it moving back finally. Okay, so audio cam 3. I want to go monitor. Now, see, that's the thing I don't know. Monitor only muted output. So does that mute the recording? And if I know I turned on, because I figured monitor and output was what I would want, but it got a real big echo. I'll do it for a minute just so I can see if that will help anything. Okay. What just happened? Yeah. Okay. I can hear myself talking and it's an echo. I'll turn it up enough to where I don't want the feedback. I did it with headphones on it. Crazy. So let's listen to this machine. Hard drive. Touching the hard drive. And then right by the hard drive. Now the top up here where it seems loudest. The air intake. And then the air vent intake on the bottom. Now I'll put it back here in the back. I can't hear it in my speaker. I guess I'll go ahead and turn them up. A little bit. Put it on the hard drive. And turn it up. Okay, that's the vent on the bottom. And previously was the hard drive. Now that's the hard drive again. That's the knockout above the CD bar. Okay, now we'll go to the back. What I really hear back there is the wind. I've forgotten I blew the mic and then wiped it on because I had to screw up. Okay, monitor off. Isn't that better? I bet that was driving me crazy. Will be driving anybody crazy, but it actually helped me because monitoring that. Now I know what it sounds like. I mean, it helps me. I can hear it localized. You know, when you stick your ear up to it, it's a lot different than when you have it localized. So let's go back to the. I think I'm gonna have to pull it out, out of there. And I mean, all I have left to get is to move those. But those are wired and they don't move very far. Those routers. And see, you can see the orange down there in the bottom left of the screen. That's my D-Link and. That stuff is all, you know, some wires are long, some are short, some are tangled. And so being able to move it, there's a box, 2 boxes there that I can set that stuff on, one way or the other. But, and I don't have the Wi-Fi turned on or anything but the D-Link because they fight each other. So I can hopefully set it on the boxes. And then there's stuff, my TRS-80 is in front of the, it's in front, so you can see it right there in front of the IBM. And of course my monitor, and then the big box that I have stuff stored in. So anyway, if it's not too heavy for me to pick it straight up, I mean used to I could do that easy enough, but and I'm not feeling bad today, so I might be able to do it. When I'm feeling bad, I don't have the strength. That's why I vacuumed it last time. But it's really just, I'm not going to get to the bottom of it with it up in there, I don't think. And that'll take my server down, and I do have a server out in the garage that I set up as a backup server, but it's hot again in the summer now, so it's 90 degrees right now. Oh yeah, I forgot about hurrying up to get, if I'm going to go outside. It just doesn't run good out there, and well, I finally figured out I had my ZoneNet router that was my wireless repeater that I turned on to have Wi-Fi out there, or to have internet out there, whatever, however you want to say it. It's going through the Wi-Fi, but then the computers out there actually wired into it, you know, through the Ethernet. It wasn't working. The server was, I was getting notices, servers up, servers down. But now I realized that was because that router was just going down to 1 megabits and even down to nothing sometimes. So I replaced it with my old Linksys, which doesn't work like it should anymore. It'll only get about 15 megabits, but it works better than that one. So let's go back to our, I'll leave the wireless mic on while get back to our desktop. Okay. Waiting for another process, 17809 to finish. So, I was going to say my preview hadn't changed yet. Was it working? Okay, so it's doing something else again. Let's see. I'll make sure I got audio and everything.
So,
yeah, seems okay. Okay, skipping packages with broken dependencies. Now see, that's the thing you got. If you don't put skip broken in your script, then it won't skip them, it'll hang up. And my Y install did work. None of them stopped and asked me, do you want to do this, except for the DNF updates on the first run. And those, I think I might be able to fix that too. I should be able to put, I think I could put, well, it says it's waiting, so I'll go up there. Oh, it's in the script, it's not in here, right? It's not in the window. Anyway, it's, where it says DNF update, I think I can put, I'm not, I don't know if I can put DNF Y update, or, oh, maybe I can put it after it, yes, like the way they did it in the first, you know, in that other article where I was getting my commands, you know, for group. I should be able to say DNF update space / Y. Yeah, that's what I need to do. Note to self. I should probably write that down on something. Yeah, I'll work it right here on this other sticky note. Let's see. Change script to, I could write, DNF update space / Y. There we go. To answer yes. Okay, so DNF update / Y. That should work. I really think so. And that would be simple enough just to try it out. You know, I can just type that in one time and see if it works. Or I can put it in the script and run it again, either way. But of course, well, I mean, everything's already, it's still going to take a good 20 minutes to run it, even if it was, it's going faster than I thought it would, actually. But it would still take probably a good 20 minutes to run it, even if everything's already there and there's even nothing to update, you know. But so it'd be quicker to just type it in the terminal and see what happens. Or look it up like a smart person and see, so that you don't jack anything up. But because you might think it's no innocuous and wouldn't cause any trouble, but you could be wrong. Okay, so I'm thinking, well, I don't want my server to be down, but it's my personal website, so, you know, it's not anything, any business stuff or anything. It's my music. I mean, I have, well, that's really all I have. I mean, I have a bishopco.com, but my donsongs.com with my music is where people can download my music is the only thing that I actually care about. So I think I'm gonna have to bite the bullet. I don't want to get in the dust. I mean, I'll be feeling filthy and coughing even more than ever all day. Right now, I'm not coughing, and but when I take that out and go take that out, they're just carrying it. I mean, I'll try to wipe it down and everything, but just carrying it will. In that camera view, you can't see how dusty it is, but the monitor, it's actually good I left that set the way it was, because the monitor would have washed everything out. And then when I want to turn it back to the monitor, I can, so that's all right. All right, so let me check back in on the desktop and see what's going on with that. Yeah, it's still waiting, so I'm going to go ahead and pull it up out of there. Let's see. Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and put the camera back on the monitor. I could show both cameras at once, though. I need to shut the machine down normally, so there's no sense. I mean, everybody knows how to shut down a system. Put it on the desktop while I'm doing that, so that you can see. We can see, you know, if something happens in my script. Let's see. I'm going to go to my KVM, switch over to the IBM. I might put that cover back on it so that so much dust won't fly while I'm after I get it shut down. So I'm going to shut him down, and Then I can move everything and do everything. But it's still making the noise too. And if it's the hard drive, then you know its time is limited. Oh, I forgot I wanted to back it up. Dadgummit. Well, I'll go ahead and clean it up, and if it quits, I'll be all right. And then I'll probably ought to back it up. I'll clean it up, put it back in there, and then back it up. I can back it up over the network. So let's see. What do we get with cams 1 and 2? Yeah, that's kind of about as good as I could get, I think. I mean, I could do better with the... Yeah, I tried opening up the web browser, and the machine hardly wanted to do it. Oh, wait. No, it's waiting for that process to finish still. Okay, and I'm still on the wireless, so I can get up and do what I need to do. Okay. Here we go. I think I'll put my preview laptop back more out of the way. And yes, I think, whoops. Try to knock some of that dust off into the trash can. Try to put this back on there, because if I try to carry it like it is, I think it'll just really throw that dust out all over me. Yeah, there we go. There's a cover that goes in there that just fell out, but that's fine. A little port cover. Okay, now how am I going to do this? I'm using the Wi-Fi, so I can't block anything on my D-Link router. See if I can put these over here. They won't hardly reach over here. Oops. Oh. Yeah, that's all I can do is that right there. And this thing, it's really too precarious. I mean, it's not going to fall off and hit the floor, really. Well, I have had them fall. Believe it or not, they just kind of, you know, the antennas kind of fold up automatically anyway. I've had them fall back behind there, and that's heck to get them out. So, don't want that happening. Now, my cables really aren't all that long. Usually I tilt it forward, and well, used to when this wasn't here. Let's see. I'm going to put my mic back up in that spot that I have it in when I'm not using it, so I won't accidentally hit it. Oh, I'm moving my... I was just trying to lay down my thermometer and it fell off of there. Let's see. My router, my modem's down there too. Okay, I don't want to lose any of these cables. Okay, here we go. Now, I don't want my power cable getting lost down in the abyss. And my VGA, I think part of it's screwed on there. Oh, it was screwed on there. I guess I didn't want it to fall off. Okay, and my USB from my KVM switch and my VGA, and my Ethernet. Oh, that's not very long either. Yeah, none of them would have let me get it out of there. Luckily, I didn't have audio plugged in. Now, I don't guess I need to, I don't really need to set the camera over there unless I start taking it apart, but I ain't taking it apart until I get it blown out. So what am I going to do? I can take a camera out there, but it never works well. But of course I could stop the video and start again. Or I could leave it on the desktop, but then I'd be talking about something else though. I think I will just show what it is I'm actually doing. So I think I'll grab that camera that's on the camera 2 because it's on the, well, no. Yeah. It's standing on a mic stand. I can set it pretty well anywhere I want. but I will have to unzoom it and all that stuff. So let's get on the desktop to do that stuff. I will. I opened. It did open up. Some browser. So let's go. Wait. When it gets opened up, then I'll do my thing. And may as well turn this camera, the other one, back around this way, where it's kind of in a normal spot. Yeah, everything needs cleaning. I have a microphone bag in front of my modem so it won't blink in my face. And to keep it from blinking, it'll blink up on the ceiling at night and drive me nuts. I hate having lots of lights in the room where you sleep. Okay. Go ahead and go to the controls here. And I'm just going to zoom all the way back out and leave it on normal. And yeah, see, that corner would have been really dark if I wouldn't have had it darkened down like that. Oh, I actually hit 0. And exposure, I went to -4. See now, see how the screen is washed out? So, still waiting for process 17809 to finish. Okay, now we're on cam 2, and I can carry it with me. I can't carry that on the computer at the same time, though, can I? Or can I? Am I that talented? And I won't even take the power because I won't be out there that long. If I need it, I could always come back and get it. It will work, but you usually got around 10 minutes of camera time. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think anybody's up or here or whatever. But I don't think I can carry. Yeah, I can't carry them both. So let's go get the. Let's go outside. Open up the garage. I'll just leave this camera out there. Get the compressor going. I didn't want to turn it. I can't. Well, it doesn't shut itself off, so I couldn't turn it on ahead of time. And I did. Oh, I did open the back door so it wouldn't be quite as hot in here. Where do I want to put this? I'll just put it like over here for now. Yeah. I'll be getting in that general area when I do it. Let's go back and get the oh, I guess I turned this on. Turn on the Wi-Fi router out here. It might actually help. It used to make the phones get a better signal when you're out there. But I've got the way the settings are. I'm using DDWRT on that Linksys. I never was quite sure. You know, you can set them up to have their own little sub network, or you can set them up to be like transparent and just part of that network, is which my main network is, which is what I wanted. But I don't know if I ever succeeded because the settings were kind of hard to understand. They weren't like all the other routers I got. It's pretty powerful. It's really cool, but oh, I can't. Gotta set it down to open the door. Okay. It's going to be terrible video. It'll be dropping frames and stuff, but oh well. If I had a better router, that wireless repeater out here, it might work. One day I'm going to bring my TP-Link out here, see if it would work. But all right, let's see. this is where we're going to be. There, that's about right, I think. The little camera bag is falling off. Okay, here we go. I'm going to use this chair. I usually don't use the chair. But, I forgot that I was probably out of the frame. Well, I'm going to carry it in. I may carry in the camera first and see. Okay. Might as well get the dust off the camera. So I'm going to carry in my camera. Trying to put my hose up, it's all gone everywhere. Okay, carry in the camera, then I'll come back and get the box. Now I can work on it inside in the air conditioning. I'll take that cover off and look everything over. And maybe I can tell more with it out on the bench about if it's the hard drive or what. I'm gonna have to tighten up my little bag. That thing is yeah, that's all the stuff I have to move around in order to work. Okay, let's see. I have to put it on my bed until I'm done, and then I gotta put it up before I go to bed. So, because I got too much stuff. I don't have lots of space to use for my stuff. I'm not only one. This is my room, and the rest is everybody else's. So, now I better get the power plug in before I forget. That'll go down. I guess I'll shut this door until when I go back out there. I left the compressor running on purpose so get one last clean off. That just makes my skin crawl to be wearing that dust. And like I said, of course, you know how bad my allergies are if you've ever seen one of my other videos. So guess what that does. So there we go. Now we're back on power. And actually that's pretty good. I'm not going to redo that or anything. Yeah, here's the little cover. I think I'll take it out there and give it a little, it's not really looking real dirty, but let's get a look in on the, I gotta tighten up my little camera bag. Okay, it's working again, running a script. It's installing more stuff. Good. Okay. So, don't know exactly where my camera's aimed. Uh-oh. It shows me sitting down and I'm standing up. How am I going to do this? Normally I have my... There we go. Just got to turn it the right way. I usually don't have the camera clipped to myself when I'm adjusting this thing. Yeah, it could have ruined my stream so bad. If it doesn't catch up, my preview doesn't look like it catches up, the only choice I have is to start my stream over. I forgot that it did that. I remembered that it doesn't make good video, but well, it used to when I would do that. It would, not so sure I can get this back on with it clipped to my shirt. There we go. Anyway, it would just, you know, when you came back in, everything was fine. But the last time I did this, it wasn't. So, I think I'm going to end up having to stop this stream and probably reboot the cameras and everything. That's the only safe thing to do. But I got my thing back on. Yeah, in my preview, it's looks like it's really dropping frames. So I'm not going to continue. I'm going to have to start a new stream. Should have done that anyway, I guess. So my script is still installing. It's doing KiCad right now. So I don't know if it'll be done. I'll let it stay on no. Yeah, I'm gonna let it stay on desktop while I'm gone, because even if it's dropping frames, it won't make that much different on there. And then I'll reboot everything once I get the machine back in here. I think that'll be a good way to do it. I think maybe my network has been overwhelmed because of my Wi-Fi. You know what? I'm turning on that one outside may actually be interfering and fighting this Wi-Fi. Yeah, I'll get that turned off. Maybe if it's better when I get back, it'll teach me something. That could be actually a bad thing to do. Maybe it's not working like it used to with the other router. The other router had it built in to do repeater, and it was easy to understand the settings. And we'll say that, even though that GDWRT is pretty darn cool. So I'm back outside, even though you're seeing the okay, I just wanted one last air bath. That's what we used to, when I was working in the cabinet shop, we lived for getting an air bath, get that dust off of us. And anyway, at the end of the day, we do that before we went home. But now I'm turning off this ZoneNet router. I mean, not ZoneNet, Linksys. And let's see if my stream actually straightens out. That would tell me that, yeah, it really does interfere. Close the garage door. And then we'll all find out what happened to the script while I was gone. And you should be able to hear me okay. It might drop some audio too, I don't know. But I'm going to reboot everything, just cameras and all, just to be safe, since that happened. I just can't give up on being able to come out here, even though I know it's not going to work right. And I can't use my TP-Link out there all the time because I need it in here for all the wired connections inside. I'd have to unplug everything and carry it out there and set it up. So, well, my preview looks fine right now. Let's see. I don't know what's the best way this box is. I think I'm going to have to raise up my camera for you to be able to see in it anyway. Yeah. That box it's installing away, isn't it? So that box is, it's not a square box. It's got some design in it. I'll raise this camera up. Whoops. Yeah, my preview on my machine is usually pretty well right along with what I'm doing, but it's not. So I think I've pretty well lost my. So I suppose that'll show it. I mean, I'm guessing, but that looks like it would pretty well show it. So yeah, I'm gonna stop this stream and reboot everything, routers, modem, cameras, so that I'm assured to have a good stream again. I need a break anyway. I haven't had lunch yet, have I? I'm probably gonna have to eat lunch. Yeah, I'm gonna have to eat lunch. Oh, now I see me over there doing that. Okay, so yeah, it'll be a while then. I gotta eat lunch and stuff. Okay, let's check the desktop screencast before we go. Still installing. And since I've messed up my stream carrying those cameras outside, of course, if I would have turned it off, I would have never known. So, I don't think it's switched. I just clicked on the audio, and I heard me talking about the box. And I know I was on the camera. I had switched to the camera, but it was, I was saying this box, and all I saw was the desktop. Yeah, it looks like it finally came up, but it's well, it's about way behind.
Yeah, my preview on my.
So everything needs a good rebooting. So anyway, it's still installing, and I guess I'll just have to. It probably might get done while I'm. Oh, it's at 297 of 297. Did I switch back to the desktop? Yeah, I'm on the desktop. It's not seeing it in my preview over there. I'll wait just a bit. Get me a drink of water. Wait just a bit and see if it comes up. One good thing about this, I can go back and show it after the fact, you know. Okay, it's not done. It's verifying now. So I don't think there's any point in keeping on streaming with it in this bad a shape. The stream. I mean, it shows to be a good stream health and all, but my internal Wi-Fi is what's getting overwhelmed and everything needs to be rebooted. All right, I'll come back after I have lunch, or I might turn it right back on to show what's going on with the terminal. I didn't think about that. Maybe I better do that, and then I can. I don't know. I mean, long videos are bad, but it's also even more time-consuming to start and stop, because you really have to do a sound check and a video check every time you start and stop. Yeah, otherwise you won't have what you think you do. or else you've got to fix it on the video, so I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and more or less look, verifying. Okay, so it's going to be, oh, well, it's down to the last of that. Let's see what's next. Maybe, I keep thinking it's almost done, but there may be more. It says 297. That's probably the last updates. You know what? Because the updates wouldn't be, I mean, I was doing 1,000 and something. Complete. Yes. So that was the last updates after all the installations. It's complete. Oh, no. That's complete. Now it's waiting. Oh, it said it was waiting, but it's finished. Oh, total. Oh, it's still working. Got more downloads. Oh, it's installing another group. So no, I am not. I don't know what group it is, but yeah. Okay, so it's not anywhere near done. I thought it might be done. So I'm going to go and come back after I get resituated, everything refixed up. All right, bye-bye.